This is on. Everyone can hear me good? Okay. I'm Melinda Leslie. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for coming here. Jeremiah, go ahead and come on up with me. And my research partner, Jeremiah Horstman. Okay, so I think you'll sit in that chair, and then feel free to comment and kibitz. Oh, there we go. Now I hear. There we go. And feel free to comment, and we're going to kind of kibitz as we go. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's good? Okay. All right. Very good. So, name of our presentation, Sedona's Deep Underground Military Base. How are we doing on time? What are we at right now?
We're about 15 minutes in.
Well, I hope they'll give us, because we're timed to take a full hour, so I hope they can give us that extra time. Okay. So this presentation is about the evidence, witness, insiders, the UAP sightings, and serious implications for disclosure. It's a deep research, pun intended, included for this presentation. Well, first off, I'm going to really be doing the first half, okay? Like 45 minutes or 40 minutes, okay? And then Jeremiah will do the second half. Like I said, we're going to go back a little bit, but we kind of divide it up. Admittedly, and I hope he doesn't mind my saying, Jeremiah is new to speaking, and he feels much more comfortable if he can kind of read his part. So we are going to do that. And but we're ready. We rehearsed. We're good. Okay. So just so you know how it's going to go. So don't be surprised if I'm doing all the talking and then he is. Anyone comes in late is going to say, why is she doing all the talking? Okay. In UAP UFO Disclosure, what is the logical next step after insider witness testimony, crash retrievals, biologics recovered, psionics, and reverse engineering legacy programs? Well, how about the locations where they hide all these activities? Sedona, Arizona's DUM, Deep Underground Military Base is the acronym, is a case study for just such a location. So that's the whole point of this lecture, is this is not just about Sedona's DUM. This is a case study for other facilities just like this. We just happen to live in Sedona, so our being able to be there, affords us that ability to do that research. But just know, we expect that this is exactly like the other facilities. We'll include in today's lecture and in tomorrow's workshop extensive evidence for Sedona's DUM, the UAP reverse engineering that is happening, going on there, frequent UAP signs associated with this location, and the craft, what we call the amber lights, coming and going from the facility, as well as the underground tunnels and the various activities witnessed with them through the years, and witness accounts of the researchers, the public, the witnesses, the researchers, that's us and others, the public, local ranchers in the area, and insider base employees that have come forward to us. Serious interest in our research by leading media, science, and government individuals, and the staggering implications for UAP disclosure of this base and its existence, and that it's being managed by military and corporate entities. Again, deep research, and thanks to Karen Hill sitting here in the front row for that, for our graphic there. Yes, Sedona has a dumb problem. Okay, first time we're presenting together, this is the first time, I should say, we're presenting together on this new research. And I presented slightly on it twice before, but this is the first time that I've combined it with all of his additional information. The existence of the base in Sedona is itself nothing new. Locals who live in Sedona, it's been rumored and known for a long time. It's nothing new except for, now you guys don't worry about reading everything. I realize everyone in the back can't. I'm going to basically tell you everything that's on there. So I don't even worry about it. You're going to hear it all. So it's not due except for the actual size of it, the complexity of the activities going on there, the amount of evidence for the base and for the activities, the amount of witness encounters with the guards, the increasing volume of UAP sightings around the base, and the profound implications of all this data with the plausible impact on UAP disclosure. All of these that I just said are new. This slide design graphic that you see, for those of you who can see it, but just know it's supposed to be like circuits around the edges. It's one of the choices in PowerPoint when you're making. So it's representing technology But I took one look at it and said, underground tunnels. And connecting the dots. So it represents all those. Is it technology? Absolutely. Is it the underground tunnels? Yes. And it's connecting the dots. As data was compiled for this presentation, surprisingly, a completely new way to look at the information emerged. The focus became on the various locations. And our workshop tomorrow is going to emphasize that even more. I was working on it, even fine-tuning it today. The focus is on the various locations involved. All the activities associated with the base ended up being associated with the different locations, like repeatedly. We were like, what? We didn't expect that. And then those locations are in and around Sedona's canyons. That discovery in itself speaks for the immense size of the base, because it's absolutely huge. Because we know of tunnels and entrances going 10 miles that way and 20 miles that way and 10 miles the other way. A growing research team, that we are. Who we are all together explanation is we're all, first off, the core group is independent researchers who were already doing this. Jeremiah, myself, Tom Dongo, others, I'll get into it. But I realized about 2 years ago starting that we were all like duplicating each other's efforts. We all had different witnesses and different guards and different documentation. And I realized we need to be sharing data more. So we started doing that as a group. And when we did, we realized just how much data we had, how many witnesses, how many experiences, documents, base location information. I mean, tunnel and, tunnel entrance, everything. We just was like, okay, this is a much bigger story than we realized. So the primary researchers, investigators, obviously myself, Jeremiah Horstman, I feel like I'm not saying it right. Alexander Caldwell, right here. Take a bow. It says, and I'm literally there, so I'll remember to say, Alexander, take a bow for helping us. Thank you. And she had a lot to do with helping with this presentation as well. So amazing artwork and AI artwork and photography that she did that's involved. Tom Dongo, the OG of Sedona research, the original gangster, Sedona research, and of course, Ross Colhart. And hopefully some of you saw the special on News Nation, but he's been a tremendous help. Contributing research is a friend of mine, Jim Pope. Some of the photos and stuff I'm going to show you are from him. Josh Gray, another local researcher. Attorney Daniel Sheehan, who's been helping us. Another local researcher who's going to become involved and showing extreme interest because he used to be involved in this research in Sedona, moved away for 12 years and is now back. And so I really look forward to his help, and that's Todd Chapman. Artist and technical illustrator extraordinaire Michael Schratt, who's offered his help. Ron James, filmmaker. Dr. Richard Sauter, the OG of underground base research, for sure. And Linda Moulton Howe, who is, going to be helping us with a particular aspect because we found some information backing up very precisely one of her whistleblowers coming to our tour. So, and then we have mainstream and alternative media interest involvement. Both, lots of both involved. And of course, Ross and News Nation and their involvement. It's the mainstream part, if you will. And we have serious science and academia interest. I think I'm free to go ahead and say this. We talked about beforehand that we have real interest from the folks at Galileo Project and Avi Loeb and his group and his researchers. So they've expressed interest in coming out. They've expressed different things they want to do, meaning out to Sedona, and I'm hoping that that'll be the case. But we've had some very interesting meetings with them. Congressional investigation interest. I'm talking directly to a congressman, and he's talking to others, and they have expressed extreme interest in coming out to Sedona and checking out some of the things we're talking about. And we have insider and whistleblower interest, galore. Just a quick picture. That's us having dinner with Tom Dongo, obviously me, Tom Dongo, Alexandra. Jeremiah's taking the picture. We love that picture. And Coast to Coast host Connie Willis in the picture. And then we have Tom Dongo down on the left, and two of his books. He's written many more, but two that are really about the underground base, Emerging Dimensions and Mysterious Sedona. And of course, Jeremiah and I love that other picture. And then we have Richard Sauter there and his two books, Underground Bases and Tunnels and Underwater and Underground Bases. and he's living in South America, isn't it?
He's in Ecuador now.
In Ecuador,
Yep.
and he's doing great currently. So, and Attorney Daniel Sheehan. And then this was just an insider that sent us a quick thing. I'll read this super quick. It says, "Hey, Jeremiah, this is just, a text. We get a lot of these after we do presentations and radio shows, and we've gotten leads this way and everything. But here's just someone backing us up as like an insider said, and we've had many of these. This just represents many. Hey, Jeremiah, here I might be able to help you. Let me put it this way. There are going to be many ways I'm not going to be able to communicate what I'd like to tell you. Hopefully, I'll be able to find a way to give you some information related to what you've been talking about tonight on Coast to Coast." He was on it. Keep up the good work humbly." And then he said, "I just wanted you to know that what you were reporting last night was right on track, i.e., you're right over the target. Hopefully, you'll get disclosure soon, my friend. The generic public is going to be shocked. I agree with you. However, the time has come. I agree. We are ready to move into the new age of mankind. Congratulations. I commend you for your bravery and good luck with your search. Be careful." But that just represents you guys. We've received, 30, 40, 30 of these at least, Why a team? Well, together, as I said, all our evidence and expertise together, because we all had different data pieces. I already said that. And so we realized we have so much more and we combine it. And an effort to demonstrate that the Sedona base is a case study for just such other underground bases. Our research team objectives are predominantly twofold. We discuss this all the time. Number one, to assist with disclosure. The implications for disclosure and this subject matter and what we come across is absolutely staggering, and you'll completely grasp that by the end of the presentation. There's answers and information that we have leads for the government folks, so we can provide them information. That's one of the reasons they're interested. We have answers and leads for the science community. That will certainly help them. And we understand what's next in exposing the legacy programs. Where are they doing these programs? Again, I've said this repeatedly. The next step is, where are they doing these things? Where are they hiding the information? And this base is just one example. Where are they hiding the data? And why lecture about it? We kind of almost felt we were lecturing prematurely. The information and the research is ongoing. It's very involved. But these are the reasons why we felt like it's proper to come out with the information now. Number one, and so this kind of speaks to the other main reason, we're requesting witnesses. We want people who are insiders to come forward to us, and witnesses, people who live in Sedona or traveled there, who've had run-ins with the guards, who've seen the entrances, who've had harassment, have been stopped out hiking on the trails. I know there's people in this room that I happen to know personally that have had that happen. We're requesting the insiders to come forward, and the whistleblowers and the insiders and anyone who's ever worked or known anything about this space. We have had a few. Actually, we've had a handful or so, right? And we're expecting or hoping there'd be more. We're requesting evidence from anyone that has any evidence of the base or any of the activities or the sightings associated with it. We're here, of course, educating ufology and educating the public as well. The ground-penetrating radar they did found 2 50-foot wide sections of tunnel and 1 80-foot wide section with huge metal beams, according to